Welcome to the Weather Guru Podcast for July 23rd, 2026 on this Thursday edition here. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about the weather in the lower 48 United States and briefly touching on what's left of Tropical Storm Bertha as it makes its second landfall later on tonight in the Texas coastline, the Galveston Bay area. But first, let's go to the National Weather Service current hazards here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bunch of heat warnings in Texas. This extends from the Rio Grande Valley up northward all the way into Dallas-Fort Worth area and northward to the Oklahoma Panhandle. We also have flash flood warnings and watches in North Carolina. This includes the entire state from the western North Carolina mountains through Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, the Piedmont area, Greensboro, Henderson back toward Roanoke Rapids, and the Tidewater area of Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. So be careful there. Rain is going to be continuing also in the Tennessee Valley from Chattanooga to Huntsville, the North Georgia mountains as well. So 75 may be a rough ride coming up through Chattanooga and Knoxville as well as 75 leaving Georgia, the North Georgia heading into Tennessee. And so you want to look at we also have out west, we have the red flag warnings, heavy fire, dry conditions from the Arizona Rim Country down to Phoenix, Tucson, Oro Valley, back toward the border with Mexico, into California, the Inland Empire, Salton Sea area. Red flag warnings continue up towards the Sierra Mountains, the lower Sierra Mountains. Now, we do have the heat advisories in effect for San Diego, the coastline, San Diego, LA, Oxnard, Lompoc, up to Santa Barbara. And then we also have the heat warnings in effect for eastern Washington State and red flag warnings extending into the peninsula, the Kitsap Peninsula of Washington State and into eastern Oregon as well. So, flash flood warnings watches continue in eastern Wyoming. This includes the Cheyenne metro area as well as the western Nebraska. So we're coming along 76 heading into Colorado, Fort Collins, or going up 25 heading into Cheyenne. There's some ways to be careful. There's some showers there that continue. Elsewhere, it's beautiful in the Great Lakes, Northeast, the upper Midwest, and the Southeast. No such hazards in effect for today, July 23rd, 2026. Now, looking at the forecasted high temperatures here, you can see everybody's going to be very hot. Typical of a summer day. Dog days of summer we're in right now. So it's going to be 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Dallas-Fort Worth, 91 degrees Fahrenheit in Atlanta. Good morning to you. 83 degrees Fahrenheit in D.C., a cooler day for you guys. Very nice day in the Delmarva. 80 degrees Fahrenheit for Boston. Good morning to you. Early good morning out in L.A. High temperature today will be 78 degrees, 93 degrees Fahrenheit down into San Diego. And then, of course, 110 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix. Good morning to you. And a cool 88 degrees Fahrenheit for Seattle, Washington. So you see it's warm across most of the country, but not terribly warm. These are typical close to the averages temperatures, with the exception of the lower Red River Valley of Texas and Oklahoma, where they will be having heat advisories there as temperatures continue to warm above 100. Looking at the next 6 to 10 days for temperature climatically speaking here, you can see the temperatures are going to be about 10 to 20 degrees above average in the El Paso area, Texas Panhandle, into New Mexico. So Albuquerque, Santa Fe, True for Consequences, Roswell, you're all going to be about 10 to 20 degrees above average. This is starting next week. Looking ahead, Tuesday, July 28th through the end of the month to August the 1st, the beginning of August. And you can see the temperature inversion is going to flip here. A big ridge is going to develop in the west here, and that's going to allow for heat to build all the way through to Montana, big sky country Montana. And out east, we're going to have a dip in the jet stream. It's going to allow for cooler weather to be 5 to 10 to 15 degrees below average for New York State, the Adirondacks, the Green and White Mountains of Vermont and New Hampshire, respectively, in Maine, and into the Berkshires of Massachusetts, and into Connecticut and the New York City tri-state area. You're going to be, and even DC, you're going to be about 10 degrees below average starting on Tuesday, July 28, 2026, and that carries through the end of the month through August the 1st. So inversion is coming here. This includes Michigan and the Great Lakes as well, Detroit, Cleveland. You're into this too, as well as the northern Appalachians here of West Virginia and western Maryland. Now down south, you look to be about maybe 5 degrees above average. This includes the Panhandle. This includes Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Jackson, Mississippi, into Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Keys as well. You're going to be about 10 degrees above average considering things going on right now. So looking at the Tropical Storm Bertha, latest as of 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time here. Winds are still hurtling at 45 miles an hour. That may be a little bit generous here with this system. It's been weakened here. There's been a lot of just tropical storm force gusts with the system. You need to have winds above 39 miles an hour for tropical storm. So Tropical Storm Bertha is barely hanging on to tropical storm status right now. You can see the movement is west at 13 miles an hour, but there's two centers with this. It's disjointed here. As you know, most of the convection is south of the center, and south and west of the center of circulation here, the low-level center of circulation. But anyway, it made a landfall this morning here along the Louisiana coast here, and it's going to make a second landfall somewhere somewhere between Galveston Bay, Houston area, and come in. Not too much fanfare. You may get a few scattered showers and a few gusty breezes up to 40 miles an hour, but nothing too crazy, nothing that you can't handle here in Texas, Louisiana area. And then it'll dissipate quickly here into a remnant low depression by Friday morning. And so that's the latest on Bertha. So all in all, not a bad storm for our first storm landfalling system of the year here in the Gulf of America and the Gulf area. So that's good news for us. So once again, you want to be safe. I'll talk to you very soon. Hit that like button and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next episode. This is the Weather Guru signing off. Take care.